Right now, 25 trillion red blood cells are racing through 100,000 kilometers of blood vessels in your body, each one loaded with iron. But here's what most people get wrong about iron. They think it's just about blood, about not being anemic. The truth? Less than 1% of your body's iron is in your blood. The rest is powering your mitochondria, the engines inside every cell, building DNA, running over 180 enzymes, and keeping your brain from literally shrinking. Iron deficiency is the most common nutritional deficiency on Earth. 2 billion people have it, and most of them don't know, because they're being given the wrong test. Today, I'm going to show you the science of iron that most doctors never learned. Why the foods you think are iron-rich might be useless. Why your normal blood work might be hiding a serious problem. And exactly what to eat, and what to avoid, to optimize your iron status. Let's get into it. Iron is unique among minerals because of its chemistry. It can flip between two states, ferrous iron and ferric iron, donating or accepting electrons instantly. This makes iron perfect for one thing: moving oxygen and electrons around your body. In your red blood cells, 4 iron atoms sit at the center of hemoglobin. When blood passes through your lungs, oxygen binds to these iron atoms. When blood reaches your tissues, the iron releases that oxygen 4 billion times per second across your entire body. But oxygen transport is just the beginning. Inside your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, iron is everywhere. The electron transport chain that produces 90% of your cellular energy. Complexes I, E2, and 3 all contain iron-sulfur clusters. Without iron, ATP production collapses. Iron is also essential for DNA synthesis. The enzyme ribonucleotide reductase, which builds the building blocks of DNA, requires iron to function. Every time a cell divides, it needs iron. Add it up: oxygen transport, energy production, DNA synthesis, over 180 enzyme reactions, and immune cell function. Iron isn't optional, it's foundational. And here's what makes iron unique. Your body has no regulated way to excrete it. You lose about 1–2 milligrams per day through skin cells, intestinal lining, and tiny amounts of blood. That's it. This means iron balance depends entirely on absorption. Get too little, and you slowly deplete. Get too much, and it accumulates. Because that same electron shuffling chemistry that makes iron useful also makes excess iron dangerous. It generates free radicals through the ferritin reaction, damaging DNA and cell membranes. Your body walks a tightrope, and it has an elegant system to maintain balance. Without dietary iron, you would survive between 4 and 12 months. Your body stores 1 to 3 grams, enough buffer to survive temporary shortages, but not indefinitely. Here's what happens when iron runs low. Neurons consume 20% of your body's oxygen, despite being only 2% of your mass. When iron drops, brain cells can't make energy. Gray matter shrinks. The bridge between your brain hemispheres, the corpus callosum, gets thinner. This isn't speculation. Brain imaging studies show measurable shrinkage in iron-deficient adults, and we don't yet know if it's fully reversible. Iron is required to make dopamine. Deficiency reduces dopamine receptors, causing poor attention, reduced motivation, and ADHD-like symptoms, especially in children. In children, the damage can be permanent. Kids who had iron deficiency in their first 2 years showed higher rates of anxiety, depression, and attention problems 10 years later, even after iron was corrected. Beyond the brain, chronic, debilitating fatigue, not feeling tired, but cellular energy failure. Hair loss. Follicles need iron to divide spoon-shaped nails. Restless leg syndrome. Cravings for ice or clay exercise capacity drops 10 to 25%. For pregnant women, the stakes are highest. Iron deficiency doubles or triples preterm birth risk. Babies are born smaller, and fetal brain development suffers. How much iron do you need daily? Women need more than double what men need, because menstruation loses 15 to 30 milligrams per cycle. But here's the catch. You don't absorb most of the iron you eat. Depending on the source, you absorb only between 2 and 35%. So to get 18 milligram, you might need to eat 180 milligram or more. How do you know if you're deficient? Check your ferritin, that is your iron bank account. Here is the most important concept in iron nutrition. Not all iron is equal. Heme iron comes from animal blood and muscle, meat, fish, shellfish. This iron is wrapped in a protective ring. Your body absorbs 15–35% consistently. Non-heme iron comes from plants, eggs, and fortified foods. It's loose iron. Your body absorbs only 2–20%, and that varies wildly based on what else you eat. Classic example. Spinach has 3.6 milligram iron per 100 grams. Beef has 2.7 to 3.8 milligram. Spinach wins on paper, right? Not even close. Beef delivers 0.7 to 0.95 milligram of usable iron. Spinach, as little as 0.07 to 0.18 milligram. The Popeye myth was based on a decimal error from the 1870s. Here are the top 5 heme iron sources, ranked by what your body actually absorbs. Clams, the undisputed champion, containing 3.5 to 7.0 milligram effective iron. Liver, the most concentrated land source, from 2.3 to 4.5 milligram. Oysters, between 1.8 and 2.3 milligram. Mussels, underrated, sustainable, 1.7 milligram. Beef steak, reliable but lower, from 0.7 to 0.95 milligram. And the top 5 plant sources, with vitamin C to maximize absorption: spirulina, impressive on paper, 1.4 to 2.9 milligram effective. Pumpkin seeds, 0.4 to 0.9 milligram. Dark chocolate 70% plus, 0.6 milligram. Lentils, 0.2 to 0.5 milligram. Spinach, despite its reputation, only between 0.07 and 0.18 milligram. Clams deliver more absorbable iron than 10 times the spinach. To boost absorption, add vitamin C to plant iron meals. Citrus, bell peppers, tomatoes can increase absorption 2 to 6 times. Eat meat with plant foods. The meat factor enhances absorption from vegetables too. Soak beans, chew sourdough, reduces phytates that prevent iron absorption by 50–90%. Avoid this. Tea with meals, 79 to 94% reduction in absorption. Coffee with meals, 30–90 to 90% reduction. Wait at least 1 hour after iron-rich meals. Calcium with iron, 50 to 60% reduction. Affects both heme and non-heme. Separate dairy and calcium supplements from iron-rich meals. Phytates plus polyphenols together. The combined effect is devastating. Here's something that could change your life. If you complain of fatigue, your doctor orders a CBC, complete blood count. It comes back normal. You're told you're fine, but the CBC does not check iron stores. It only catches stage 3 anemia, when you're already severely depleted. Think of it like an iceberg. Hemoglobin is what's visible. Ferritin is the massive problem underneath. You must specifically ask for ferritin test or iron panel comprehensive assessment. This is not routine. You have to request it. When you get results, don't just accept normal. Labs flag ferritin as low only below 10–15, but symptoms often persist until ferritin reaches 50+. Iron isn't just about avoiding anemia, it's about protecting your brain, powering your mitochondria, building DNA every time your cells divide. If you take one thing from this video, get your ferritin tested. Don't accept your blood work as normal if no one actually checked your iron stores. If you found this useful, subscribe for more evidence-based health content, and share this with someone who's been told their fatigue is all in their head. This is health science for all.